Hi guys, in this video we're gonna see three things. So first, this is a road trip between Cork and Dublin and back. So we're gonna see how the BMW i3 or pretty much any EV that's similar battery size can do on such trip. Second thing, well, it's actually a trip to Ikea, so we're gonna have a look at how the i3 goes with the load if you have a bit of furniture to buy, which is what I'm going to do today. And the last thing we'll have a look is the new 150 kilowatt DC chargers from ESB. ESB cars have started to put a couple of those chargers. There's one in Kilcullen, this is where we're going, and there's another one in Galway, I think. So let's have a look how it goes today. So we're here in Fermoy, that's the toll. Cashel is going to be our first stop. Why do I stop in Cashel? It's just 95 kilometers from Cork, so it might be a bit like a short distance, but the next practical one is Junction 3, and it's 150 kilometers from Cork. And this is just a bit tight for the car, and I don't want to reach a charging station with just a little battery left. Also, I like Cashel because it's just off the motorway, and it has Ionity chargers, so that's good if the ESB ones is busy. And usually I do my second stop in Over Polish because it's a good distance between Cashel and Dublin. In this case, we'll stop in Kilcullen anyway, so that's 120 kilometers from Cashel, and that's not too far from Dublin, so it's a very good compromise for today's trip. We are near Manchester now. Just to give you a bit of insight on the driving conditions. So, I mean, it's 7 a.m., so it's not one motorway, so it's very easy, no traffic. I'm driving 110 kilometers an hour. It's kind of a sweet spot for the i3. If you go faster, your economy is not going to be great, so you'll have to charge more, and you're not going to save time at the end of the day. So, with EVs in general, you have to factor this. So 110 is my speed. There's a slight wind, a tailwind today, so we'll have the headwind on the way back, typical because we're going east. There was a bit of rain, but it's 15 degrees, so it's quite mild. I don't have the air conditioning on, so I just have everything off for now. The temperature is perfect. To give you battery status, after 50 kilometers we have a 72% battery, so that's not a great economy. 17.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Topography is not at an advantage here because Cork is down at sea level, and then here we're already a bit up. We're just near the Galties now. So we should arrive in Cashel with maybe around 45% battery, so it's still pretty good. So we're gonna do a short stop at 50 kilowatt. The battery should be nice and warm, so we should get the 45 to 50 kilowatts, and then probably stop like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just the time to get 80 or 90%, and then we can go. Okay, so we are in Junction 8, Cashel. This is our first stop. We've done 93 kilometers, and the average consumption is 17.2, so it went down a bit. What do we have in terms of battery? 46.5. That's quite okay. So it should be a rather quick charge. Let's see, it goes here. It's 7:25, so we've driven 55 minutes, so it should be quite easy. And I can see there the charge points are available, so that's gonna be easy. So in the i3, the charging port is on the right hand side, so unfortunately we have to reverse into the space, and it has to be the right space. If you don't know the trick, uh-oh. So the card reader is not working, so let's have a look if we can start it from the app maybe. So we've got the charger here. It looks operational. Let's see. So here we select the combo. It's a bit slow. Internet connection is not really good, and I'm not on the petrol station's Wi-Fi. Okay, we're on this screen. Let's do this. Waiting for response. Okay, so now I can plug the cable. Let's have a look. Okay, it's connecting. And the charge is on. Okay, so if you do not have a car that displays the power that's pumped in, you can look at the bottom here, at the bottom of those units. You've got a meter on the left here. That would be the DC. If you have a Zoe, have a look there. But the DC is there, and you see the power ramping up. This is the bottom here. So this is the kind of gross power. So it's not that what actually goes into your car. So here it goes up. You probably have to remove about 10%. So we get 49, and so probably it's 45 in the car, maybe a bit more. With the i3, the i3 is quite good. And I've seen it until 52 or 53 on those meters. So yeah, that's quite handy. So we'll stay here for a bit. The i3 charge is quite fast, even after 80%. So you can really charge till 90 on the 94 ampere hours with not really wasting too much time. You still get 30 kilowatt at 90. So we are still in Cashel. At the moment we have, let's see, 84%, and I just checked on the meter is actually showing over 50 kilowatts. So the car is really getting everything and still at this level. So we've been here for 16 minutes. So we got, yeah, from 47 till 84 in 16 minutes. So it's really good today. The next stop is 125 kilometers from here. So at motorway speeds, I prefer to have a good charge. So I'll stay till 90 something percent. It should be more than enough, but just in case of the next charge point is acting up, we will have a backup plan, and we can have enough range to get to another charge point. Okay, so the car is pulling 25 kilowatt now, so I'm gonna stop. It's 93% charge, so let's stop it from here. It's kind of handy to know that you can use the app if for any reason the reader is not working. So we have the charge completed. I'm gonna unplug now, and then we'll have a look at the costs. So 21 minutes, 15.9 kilowatt hours. So you see the average speed is over 45 kilowatts. That's really good. Even though we went to 93%, that's pretty much the only car that can do such thing at such a state of charge. €4.27, that's not gonna break the bank. All right, so let's unplug and go. Okay, so we arrived in Kilcullen. Actually coming from the N7 onto the from the M7 to the M9, if you're coming eastbound, there's actually no junction. So you actually have to take an exit before the junction. The junction works only if you're traveling westbound, so it's a bit strange. So basically you have to exit before and drive 10 kilometers of our roads and actually through Kilcullen town. Anyway, on the M9 for one exit, and then here we are in that's junction 3, I think. So I've never been to this services station, so let's say it goes. I don't know where the charges are. In terms of range, etc., we have 23% left and 45 kilometers after traveling 128 kilometers. The consumption 16.1 kilowatts per 100 is a bit lower because of the last section that was okay, let's see, cars there. Last section that was just very slow. It was 60 kilometers an hour, so the consumption dropped really. So where do we charge? I see something blue there. I'm gonna chance it. I hope. Yeah, it should be there on the car park. So there's people charging. Okay, so we are in Kilcullen now. The cars have gone, so now we can have a look at this charge point. So this is the charge point. There is another one, actually, a 50 kilowatt regular one just next to it. So that's good. So you can technically charge 3 cars at the same time. That was the case when I arrived. So you can see here, it's very clear. You can see the unit is represented here. You've got the CHAdeMO and the CCS, and you don't have anything else. So there is no, there's no AC. There's nothing else. See, there is those units are made to have another cable if required. Anyway, so we're gonna choose CCS. Start charging. Please connect plug. Okay, connect first. So you can see the cable is actually very big, very heavy. I hope I can plug it with one hand. Yeah, it's very heavy. It's a bit difficult. RFID, let's see if this works. Checking card. Yeah, okay, it starts immediately. I heard the breakers. Okay. That's a bit slow. Okay. Okay, this is starting 22%, and the power is ramping up. Let's see how much we should get. We should get 50 kilowatts or close to 50 anyway. The battery is still quite warm, so we should, and the state of charge being low, we should get good power. Okay, 35, 36. So just before there was a Kona charging, and they were around 30%, and they only got 53 kilowatts. So that was not too impressive. They should do at least 70 kilowatt at this state of charge. See, 44. That's not huge. With the voltage going up, it's gonna go up probably a bit more. Let's check a bit later. Maybe when we'll be around 70%, we should get a bit more power with the voltage going up. So we're close to 80% now. 78, and see the power is going up still. 48.6 kilowatt. That's pretty good. So we're probably gonna keep this power for a couple of minutes, and then it's gonna start to go down. But we'll stay till about 90%. We're about 60 kilometers from Dublin, from Ikea. So time to get there and start to drive back. It should lead us to Mace or J14, or I don't know, on the way back, maybe even here, depending on the utilization of charge points, and so then we can do a last stop again in Cashel. So yeah, 48.9. That's really good. Okay, so you can see it dropped. Obviously, it was about 32 kilowatt at 90%. and just now after 95 it dropped like 13 kilowatts, so I'm going anyway now. Let's see how it goes and charge. Okay, charging is stopping. It's 33 minutes, 22.91 kilowatt hours, so that's about 40 kilowatt average speed. Again, considering we went all the way to 96%, that's really good. So let's disconnect and go. All right, I always think about putting the cables on the right side. When I got here, they were tangled. This one was on the left, and so they are really heavy cables and thick, and you don't want to drop a connector because those things are quite expensive to replace and it takes time. Ikea trip completed. Now let's put the stuff in the car. Okay, so the car is loaded. That was very easy, as you could see. Just a few boxes. The longest box is 1.3 meter, so yeah, that just fit right in. Just to give a recap of the trip up. So it took me 4.5 hours to go from Cork to Ikea, so north side of Dublin. Keep in mind, I stopped in Kilcullen. It was a bit of a detour from the main road. Usually I wouldn't use that charge point, and there was a bit of a queue, and I chatted with the Kona owner, and so at the end of the day I lost quite a lot just due to this. So charging and at another charge point on the way would have reduced probably by 30 minutes the journey, so probably around 4 hours. And if you compare to probably around 2.5 to 3 hours, 3 hours probably, if you don't stop with the ICE vehicle driving maximum speed below. So just to keep this in mind. Today, now, sorry, I have actually a good level of battery, 70%, because yeah, I got 96% in Kilcullen, and I only consumed 13.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So that was quite good. Of course, I drove 110 and then 100 and then 80 because that's the speed limit, and then 100 again on the M50. So reduced speed improved the economy. So I'm gonna go back there, but I probably go to junction 3 now. I'm not sure. Maybe junction 3. So junction 3 is just once you get onto the M8 of the M7. So I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Anyway, it's gonna be quicker, that's for sure, and I'll improvise that, and then hopefully in a few hours I'll be in Cork. All right, an update on the journey. So what I did is I went back actually to Kilcullen and got myself another free charge, which is great. I stayed 24 minutes and I charged about 17 kilowatt hours. Then instead of going back to the M7, back north M7, and then back into M8, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just travel another place and go cross country. So it took a bit more time, like 15 minutes as per the sat nav. And here I am back in Cashel, so it's okay because I have 25.5%. I don't need so much. Just arrived in Cashel, and you see why I like to arrive in Cashel. You're gonna see immediately. Ta-da! Nero and 2 leaves. So this is great because thanks to the Ionity charge point, you never really in Cashel if you have a CCS connector. So I'm just gonna go around there and find the entrance of the Ionity charge point, and then we're gonna use the main Go badge. It's a bit more expensive than ESB, so it's 39 cents versus 27 for ESB, but that's not a big deal. Actually, I just need about 25% battery, so it's going to be a quick charge. The rain has stopped as well, which is good. So let's see what's happening in Ionity. Oh, I feel some icing. What is happening there? Ah, that's beautiful. Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to reach the cable. So a quick update about our stop in Cashel. So when I arrived, only one of the 4 bays was available. Actually, one of the vehicles was a plug-in hybrid, so they moved quickly. They didn't know, so they moved quickly. They realized they couldn't charge. And another one, they felt a bit embarrassed. They were eating in their car. They obviously saw that they were not supposed to be parked there, so they just moved a couple of bays away. It's not very difficult. So so it was okay. I did charge for 12 minutes, 46 seconds, just €3.65 and 9.3 kilowatt hours. So it was really a quick stop, just a top up to get me all the way back to Cork. So I left Cashel with 56%, and it should be just enough to go back to Cork. Hey guys, the trip is over now. So just to sum up, I did 556 kilometers altogether, so a bit more than just Cork Dublin, because it was Ballymoon on the north side. In terms of costing, just to give you an idea of the cost of this, I paid those 2 charges, so both in Cashel. So one is ESB, the other was Ionity through Mango. That's about €8 spent, plus €3 at home to start the day with. I end up with 4%, so empty. So that's €11 plus about €5 of tolls, €16 altogether. So that's very cheap. That said, I charge 40 kilowatt hours in Kilcullen in two sessions. So if you add that, you have to add probably around 10-11 euros on top of it. So it would bring the cost to around 25 euros. Of course, all that depends on the cost of the kilowatt hours, where you charge at home, if you have a night rate like here, or not, and also it depends on the cost of those public chargers, because there's a bit of variation. So we're at 27 cents for ESB cars and 39 for Menga in Ionity. Here you go. I hope you liked the video. Please let us know what you think about it, and give a thumbs up or down if you didn't like it, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.